Back to one of our top stories, the deadly train derailment in Washington state with speed almost certainly a factor.
The investigator in charge has obtained a download of the event data recorder on the rear locomotive. Preliminary indications are that the train was traveling at 80 miles per hour in a 30-mile-per-hour track. The train was a 12-car train, and it had a locomotive both in the front and the back. Amtrak estimates that 80 passengers were on the train, with 3 crew and 2 service personnel in the cafe car.
Joining us now, John Hiatt, railroad investigator with the Bremseth Law Firm. John, we were talking with you 24 hours ago when all we had were some of the horrible pictures of those train cars spilled down onto I-5 from that overpass. What do we know now? Yes, speed was a factor, but is there more to it?
Well, yeah, obviously it looks like the engineer may have come upon some what we call situational awareness, where he may have lost track of where he was at, because that curve, obviously, that 30-mile-an-hour curve, is at a very crucial point, and you're coming out of a 79-mile-an-hour track. So whether it was a judgment factor or whether he lost track of where he was, but either way, it's a real tragedy, and again, a tragedy that could have been prevented with the proper equipment.
I was reading this morning, though, that there are speed limit signs that essentially start 2 miles in advance of that curve, telling the engineer to slow down. Now, for those of us who don't drive trains, is it possible to blink and miss things like that?
No. Well, I mean, certainly it is. I mean, one of the instances that when we're coming from a 79-mile-an-hour track to a 30-mile-an-hour curve, why would we only have one advanced speed board, and why would we go from 79 to 30? And I know this happens out there, and we're prepared for it, but it's like coming into a small town from a 70-mile-an-hour speed limit and immediately dropping to 25. They don't do that. They graduate you down with different speed limits, which is possibly a suggestion that it could have made this a little less likely to happen. But again, if he lost track of where he was, or he misjudged, or he was unfamiliar with the territory, any of those things could have happened. And once again, put some positive train control in there for a safety net, and we wouldn't be sitting here having this conversation.
Yeah, you say unfamiliar with the territory. This was the first time that Amtrak was using that particular stretch of track, at least for passenger service. Would the crew have taken that trip before, in rehearsal?
Most certainly. They make what's called qualifying runs over these tracks, and I'm not sure what the exact requirements were for this particular group of engineers or this particular track. But generally, they have at least a couple of trial runs or test runs, which they're graded on and evaluated. And then if they're successful, then they move on to operating by themselves.
Let's hear just a little bit more from the National Transportation Safety Board lead investigator on this case about what the train and maybe the engineer were doing.
The question is, why was the train traveling at 80 miles an hour in a 30-mile-an-hour zone? And the answer is, it's too early to tell. We were glad that we were able to get the data from the event data recorder from the rear locomotive. The front locomotive, as you can imagine, is a bit more difficult to access. And as we pursue that, we'll give you more information about the speed, the exact speed of the train, and the speed of the track, and reasons for that.
I am reminded of that terrible Amtrak event in Philadelphia where so many people were killed, and eventually it was ruled that the locomotive operator, the engineer, simply kind of lost track of where he was, and at least in the early going there was no criminal or other culpability for him.
Right. Again, there are some similarities, and it could have very well been a matter of situational awareness. In that case, of course, there was some other distractions where he had been apparently pelted with some rocks or something. But nonetheless, this is a problem. And you have one person up there in most instances, and they have a ton of responsibility. And it just takes the slightest oversight, and you're into this jackpot. And that's why we really, for 25, 30 years. The National Transportation Safety Board has been begging the railroad industry to implement positive train control. And every time it gets close, our Congress pushes it back. It pushes it back, and it keeps doing that. And realistically, thousands of lives we've lost because we don't have this positive train control. They have money for inward-facing cameras, outward-facing cameras, satellite monitoring of their trains, all these other things, and we can't get this positive train control implemented. Although it was in place on the track, apparently the locomotive was not equipped for positive train control in this instance, according to the president of Amtrak.
Yeah. Ultimately, it's up to Congress to provide that money, right?
It really is, and there's just really no excuse. I hope these guys take a look at this and realize that this is partially their fault, if not mostly their fault. You can't keep giving people extensions. Like I said, 25 years ago, right near this same spot, 5 railroad employees lost their life in a head-on collision. And at that time, both railroads involved promised the families of these people that they were going to implement positive train control. And here we are 25 years later, and it's still not there.
John Hiatt, a railroad safety expert. John, thanks very much.